Good morning, students. In today's class, we'll study the next problem of dissolution of firm. Okay, so that is from 2020 question paper. So let us see the problem. Anup and Sumit are equal partners in a firm. They decided to dissolve the partnership on 31st 3 2019 when their balance sheet was as under. So they have given the balance sheet. Anup and Sumit are equal partners. So what do you mean by equal partners? So the ratio is 1:1. Equal means 1:1. Their ratio is 1:1. And they have decided to dissolve the partnership firm. So they have decided to dissolve the partnership. Okay. So and they have given the balance sheet. So what all the details they have given, just go through the balance sheet. Let us see the adjustments first. Assets have been realized as follows. So they have given the assets realized. Assets the details put together. Okay. And along with that, so what are the liabilities? Okay. What are the liabilities? How the settlement has been made? Along with that adjustment, they are also given. Okay. So next, expenses of realization. So they given the realization expenses and they have told you to prepare the realization account, partners capital account and bank account. Okay. So these three accounts you need to maintain here. You need to record. Okay. So first thing you have to do the realization account. So what you have to do in the realization account? First you need to write all the assets except cash in hand and cash at bank. Just see the balance sheet here. Okay. Just see cash at bank, it is there. It should not be recorded here. Okay. So in the realization account, so rather than this, you have to record all these assets in the book value. Okay. Just need to write here two sundry debtors. Write one by one. Two sundry debtors. Okay, two sundry debtors, that is 12,000. Write all the book values as given in the balance sheet. Okay, next one, machinery. So machinery. Okay, what is the machinery value? That is 47,000. Write here 47,000. Similarly, next one, stock. To stock. So what is the stock value? That is 42,000. Write here 42,000. Next one, land and building. To land and building. To land and building. What is the value? That is 60,000. 60,000 we have recorded. And next one, furniture. To furniture. What is the value of furniture? That is 25,000. 25,000. So we have recorded all the assets except cash in hand and cash at bank. So we have recorded all the assets at the book value. What you have to do, the next step, that is you have to record all the external liabilities or outside liabilities at the book value as given in the balance sheet. Just see here, creditors, it is outside liability. Loan is outside one, right? Reserve fund will be distributed in the partner's capital, so it should not be taken here. Reserve fund is except that. Okay, reserve fund and capitals will be showing it in the capitals account. Okay, partner's capital account. So what are the external liabilities? So that is creditors as well as loan. You just need to take that by creditors. By creditors, what is the value of creditors? That is 30,000. You just write it here. 30,000. 30,000 as it is story. 30,000 and 40,000 loan. Those are the outside liabilities. By loan, what is the value? That is 40,000. Okay. So first ಎಲ್ಲ assets ಗಳನ್ನ book value ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ assets ಅಂದ್ರೆ except cash in hand, cash at bank ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಎಲ್ಲ liabilities, ಹೊರಗಿನ liabilities ನೋಡಿ, all outside liabilities. Except the reserve fund as well as capital, because those will be shared in the partner's capital account. Okay, so only these two are outside liabilities. So we have recorded that also. What is the next thing you have to do? You just need to look at the problem. Okay, just here cash at bank. That means a bank balance, and they have told you to prepare bank account. So that is why you have to write here, both the side you have to write here bank account, to bank account. Here you have to write liabilities assumed, liabilities assumed, and here you have to write by bank account assets realized, assets realized. So whatever the assets are there, whatever assets you are realizing, so that you have to record it here. Okay, just after finishing all this balance sheet data, just go to the adjustments here. The assets were realized as follows. Assets in a realized agide details kottidare. Okay, so what are the details? Yes, go through that. So that is land and building. So where you will be recording these things? So you will be recording in the assets realized column, that is by bank account. So you will be under that, you will be recording all those things. So what is that? That is land and building. Land and building. Okay, so what is the value of land and building? That is 72,000. Put it in the outer column, sorry, inner column, 72,000. Okay, this value we are taking here. Then the furniture value. Furniture. So what is the furniture value? That is 22,500. We just write here 22,500. Similarly, go for the next one, that is stock. Stock, what is the value of stock? That is 40,500. 40,500. Okay, so what is the value? Next value, that is machinery. Machinery. What is value? That is 48,000. Next, sundry debtors. Sundry debtors. What is the value of debtors? That is 10,500. Okay, so after writing all these assets realized, whatever the given details they have given. Okay, so just you have recorded all those things under the bank account, by bank account, assets realized. Under that head, you have recorded all of these. You just make a total of this. Just check whether all the assets have been realized, whether the assets have been taken over. You just cross check it. See here, debtors have came. Next, machinery has been sold. Stock has been sold. Next, land and building has been sold. Then furniture has been sold. All the assets have been realized here in this problem. They are not given anything regarding the asset taken away by the partner. Okay, so all the assets have been realized. All the assets has been sold. All assets ಮಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ assets ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ assets ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿಲ್ಲ assets. Okay, adjustment ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. So ಎಲ್ಲ total ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So you just make a total of that. What will be the total? That is 1,93,500. 1,93,500. You just make a total of this: 72,000, 22,500, 42,000, 40,500, 48, 10,500. So that total will be 1,93,500. Okay. Similarly, you have to do, so assets realized, you have written. Then you have to find out the liabilities assumed. What are the outside liabilities? You have gone through that. So if any adjustments are there relating to that particular liabilities, you just need to adjust that. Okay. So just see the second adjustment. The creditors were paid 25,500 in full settlement. So creditors ಎಷ್ಟು payment ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 25,500 rupees settlement ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, full settlement. Okay. You just need to write here creditors. Okay, 25,500. 25,500. What about the other liabilities? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು liability ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದು? ಲೋನ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, so loan ಇದೆ, outside liability. So ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ adjustment ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ as it is ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಏನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಏನ ಲೋನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾರ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರನ್ರಿ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ರು. ಲೋನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನೋ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು? 40,000 ಇದೆ ಲೋನ್ 40,000. Okay, you just take that amount itself and they have not given any adjustment regarding that. See the next one, that is expenses of realization amounted to rupees 2,500. So they have a realization expenses. So realization expenses should be treated as a liability and it should be recorded here. Realization expenses. Realization expenses. Okay. So what is the value of realization expenses? That is 2,500. So you just need to make a total of this. All the liabilities have been over. All liabilities are assets and now total ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, assets and cross verify ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ liabilities ಅನ್ನು verify ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Creditors ಬಂದೈತಿ, loan ಬಂದೈತಿ, as well as the realization expenses which they have given in the adjustment. Okay, so ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿದಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ liabilities ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿದಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಡಾಟಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. You just need to make a total of this and get the difference. Total ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, difference ತೆಗಿರಿ. So highest total ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, that is this total. Okay, so 30,000 plus 40,000 plus 1,93,500. So what will be the total? That is 2,63,500. 2,63,500 will be the credit total. Credit side total ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಈ side total ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐತಿ. Okay, ಈ total ಅನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಹಚ್ಕೋತೇವೆ. Okay, so that is what is the total of this? That is 2,63,000, taking the highest total both the sides. Okay, and you have to deduct 2,63,500 ಒಳಗೆ ಇವನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀರಿ. So ಇತರದ್ದು ಒಂದು total ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So what is the total of this liabilities? That is 68,000. So this total creditors, loan ಮತ್ತು realization 68,000 will be the total. Okay, so 2,63,000 ಒಳಗೆ ಇವನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so what will be the difference amount? You just go through that. The difference will be 9,500. The difference will be 9,500. If you deduct 2,63,500 ಒಳಗ ಇವನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಳೆದ್ರೆ, okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಳೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? 9,500 rupees difference ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So what is this difference called? This is realization profit. If you get the difference on the debit side, so that itself is a realization profit. So realization profit ಅನ್ನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು? ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ರೇಷಿಯೋದಾಗ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು? ಅವ್ರ ಅನುಪಾತ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ದಾಗ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 1:1. 1:1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2. So that is why that 9,500 should be distributed to the partners capital account. Partners capital account. Partners capital account. Bracket ಬರೀತೀನಿ, profit. Okay, so that is a profit. So who are the partners here in this problem? That is Anup as well as Sumit. Okay, so Anup's capital account, Anup capital account, okay, and Sumit's capital account. Sumit's capital account. Okay, so 9,500 should be distributed according to the ratio. I'll make the calculation here. So distribution of profit. Distribution of profit. So you are distributing the profit, that is 9,500 into. So first Anup, you will calculate 1 divided by 2. That is, what is the value? That is 4,750. 4,750. Similarly, you calculate it for Sumit. 9,500 into 1 divided by 2. So why we are taking 1 divided by 2? Because the ratio is 1:1. So that is 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2. Okay, so that is equal. They are given in the problem, that is equal partners. Okay, so that is why we need to take that particular thing. So what is the value? So same value, that is 4,750. So that amount you have calculated it. You just need to take this, substitute those values here. 4,750, 4,750, 4,750, 4,750. So whatever the 9,500 difference you have got, so that you have distributed to the partners. 9,500 ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವರ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕ್ರಿ? ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. Okay, capitals na ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಬರೀತೇವೆ? What will writing here? By balance brought down. By balance brought down. So what is the balance here? 60,000. Anup 60,000 and Sumit 60,000. 60,000, 60,000. 60,000, 60,000. So we have returned the capital of under the capital account. Okay. So what is the next thing? The reserve fund is there. So this reserve fund should be distributed. These are the reserves which are made out of the profits. Okay. So that should be distributed to the partners. Okay. So here I will write here by reserve fund. By reserve fund. In what ratio it should be distributed? According to the profit sharing ratio. Their profit sharing ratio is equal. So that means in 1:1. 1:1. That is 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2. What is the value of reserve fund? 10,000. So you just need to show it here. So reserve fund. Okay. So distribution, reserve fund distribution. Okay. Reserve fund distribution. You just need to show that. So that is 10,000 into 1 divided by 2. That is Anup. So value is 5,000. Similarly, it is for Sumit. Sumit 10,000 into 1 divided by 2. 5,000. So the value is 5,000 and 5,000. So I just need to record that. So total value of reserve fund should be distributed according to the profit sharing ratio. This is 5,000. 5,000. Okay. So they have distributed the reserve fund according to the ratio of the partners. What is the next step you need to do it? So you just need to see whether any asset taken over are there, liability taken over are there. You just go through the realization account. So there is no any assets taken over as well as liability taken over. You just need to take the realization profit. So realization profit agide. So these realization profits should be taken in the credit side. It should be credited to the partner's capital account. Okay. So by realization profit, by realization profit, profit and okay. So whatever the profits realization difference you have distributed, that you have to write here 4,750. 4,750. Okay. So is there any debit items here? There is no any debit items here. Just need to make a total of this. Total ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay. So total ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 60,000 plus 5,000 plus 4,750. That is 69,750. 69,750. Both the totals are same. Hence the capitals as well as the reserve fund distribution as well as the profits are same. So just need to take the total both the sides. 69,750. 69,750. So is there any debit items here? There is no any debit item. Just need to take the balances as it is. So that is 2. You have to write here 2 bank account because you are preparing the next account, that is bank account. So you just need to take the bank here. 2 bank account. So that is 69,750. 69,750. Those balances you have taken here. Whatever the difference, there is no any differences. Just taken the same values. Okay. And the last account you'll be preparing, that is bank account. Okay. So to record the bank account, so you need to see the bank balance, cash at bank. So what is the cash at bank value? That is 14,000. So you have to write it on the debit side. To balance brought down. To balance brought down. Why we are writing it on the debit side? Because that amount should be distributed. Okay. So that amount should be also taken into consideration while making the payments. Okay. So that is why that balance will be recording on the debit side. 14,000. Along with that, so ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ತಗೋತೇವೆ, ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾರಿದ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾರಿದ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಹೌದಾ? ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾರಿದ್ರೆ ರೊಕ್ಕ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ? 1,93,500 rupees ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಟು ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಬದಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ to realization account. Okay, to realization account, assets realized, okay. So assets realized, so what is the assets realized value? That is, just take this value, that is 1,93,500, 1,93,500. Okay, so next step you need to do, that is by realization account. So you have taken the assets total here, right? By realization account, liabilities assumed. So what is the liabilities assumed total? You just see here, liabilities assumed. The total is 68,000. Just
68,000. Okay, so 68,000 you have taken. Okay, so next one, that is by 68,000. After that, we have to take the next one. Okay, so realization liabilities assumed you have taken, and the next thing you have to take the capitals. Is there any outside person partners loan? So you don't have any loan here regarding the partner who have advanced money to the firm. Okay, you just need to take the substitute the values of capitals. So you just need to take these values here. So whose capital? That is Anup capital. By Anup capital account. So that is 69,750, and by Sumit capital account, okay, so by capital account, that is 69,750. These values will be considered here. Okay, so just need to make a note of this. ಇದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್. Okay, so ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 1,93,500 plus 14,000. So what is the total? That is 2,07,500. 2,07,500. Just make the total both the sides. Okay, so you get the 2,07,500. Okay, so here this is how you can solve the problem. Okay, you just need to know the journal entries. Okay, so that is also important here, because they will ask you for 2 marks. Journal entries we just see here. So how to frame the journal entries in this particular aspect? We just see realization account debited to sundry debtors account, to machinery account, to stock account, to land building, to furniture. If they told you to write the journal entry regarding the liabilities assumed, so you just need to write realization account debited to bank account. That is, to bank account you can write any of these amounts if they have asked particular aspect. Okay, or else you can take a total of this. That is how you can take the journal, form the journal entries. So in a similar manner, here in this aspect, these are debited, creditors and loan account debited to realization account. Okay, next one, in assets realization adante journal entry ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? See, by bank account debited to realization account. Bank account debited to realization account. So what is the total value? That is 1,93,500. Can take like this also. Okay, so this is how to frame the journal entries. Journal entries in either ರೀತಿ frame ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, similarly partners capital account debited to bank account. Here reserve fund account debited to partners capital account. Okay, that is Anup's capital as well as Sumit's capital. This account gets debited and this account gets credited. Okay, so this is a shortcut and how you can prepare the how you can frame the journal entries. Okay, this is the question from 2020 question paper. Okay, I hope you understand this. Thank you.